1518. That year, the Maria Teresa left Spain and set sails for Santo Domingo. Each of us had our reasons for going, but on the sea, they did not matter. The fraternity was our family, and we followed our Capitan. In the worst moments, we learned who we could trust with our lives. The troubles only strengthened our resolve. When we finally glimpsed the shores of Hispaniola on the horizon, relief and excitement washed over us, our hearts filled with the promise of adventure. Our welcome was far from warm, however. The Gobernador disbanded our group and stripped our Capitan of command. If we were to continue, the Capitan would need to win his favor. It was only the first of many challenges.
Alright, hello everyone to Expeditions Conquistador, a newly released RPG available on Steam. So, well, it looks like that's the setting for our little game here. This is a really wonderful title with many different options to pursue, and it has a really nice little tactical battle sim as well. So let's get on started. We play as the capital, or the captain of that particular crew, and our first objective, it would look like, is to regain our command. As soon as you disembark, you are accosted by a group of soldiers led by a tall, heavy-set man. Halt by the order of the governor. I am confiscating our vessel and all her crew. We ask for what justification? It typically does not please the governor to give justification for its decisions, the man replied. Unfortunately, the game does not have fully voice-acted dialogue scenes like this, so I guess I'll be supplementing them. I'll talk a little bit about the game later on, but I kind of first want to get through all of these settings. So it looks like we have a few different choices here. The game does have a really elaborate dialogue option tree, and we can actually skip a lot of the combat during the game simply by making the right choices in terms of dialogue. Well, we see that he's just simply following orders, so it looks like we will just simply go to the governor and ask him for our crew back. He sees that we are a very reasonable man. He offers us a handshake. He tells us his name is Juan, and we reply with Felix Batista. So that's kind of the start for our game. This game is rather unique simply because it possesses a really good dialogue tree system, as I've shown you guys kind of there. And in addition, it does have a lot of immersion to the various different characters. So I've essentially randomly generated a cast of different members for our expedition party. You can add people, and I believe you can take people away later on throughout the game, but this is our cast right now, and you'll see that individual people here all have different stats. Like this person right here is peaceful, altruistic, but also narcissistic, and of course all of that affects our various different gameplay choices and battle decisions. So we enter the governor's palace, although he does not seem to be particularly pleased with us. Senor Batista, I'm glad you came here so quickly. We ask him, what is this all about? And he replies that despite our noble reputation back inside Spain, we will have to earn our command in the New World. Well, we ask him what does he have in mind, and he replies that we will have to prove ourselves in battle. Or actually, sorry, that's a different dialogue choice. I kind of remembered the first little bit here. It looks like, as a matter of fact, our troops are needed at this little humble village for the first little bit here. They're having a problem with the natives, and he believes that the natives are preparing for an insurrection. We ask him, rather we'll tell him, or no, I think we'll go with this dialogue option. We'll ask him, what will he have us to do? Go down to the fortress and find the quartermaster. He will insist to test you, and well, the governor sees no reason not. So let's go to the governor and let's get ourselves tested here. This game possesses a really nice dialogue options tree. It possesses some really immersive characters, and it also has a really nice battle system. So I hope to, you know, kind of explore a little bit of everything during this playthrough, and really introduce you guys to the game. So we found the quartermaster, and he tells us, he greets us, telling us that he saw our ships come in, and well, he tells us that we must know the right people in the old world in order to get such a luxurious vessel. Well, we tell him that the governor sent us here to take command of our group. He looks like, well, he tells us quite bluntly that they are currently their people, and if we want to retain command of them, we will have to demonstrate to this quartermaster how we can prove ourselves in battle. Well, since this is the tutorial, I might as well play through it, and seeing as how I'm actually not that great at the battle portion of this game, so let us begin that. So during the start of every battle, we can choose however many of our crewmen we take into battle. Obviously, some of the various different choices we make as to who we take and what their particular traits are will definitely affect the battle. But this is only the tutorial, so it shouldn't matter that much. We've triggered a battle, yeah, and let's just go from there. Okay, so let's see. Stay in the light green area if you want to attack. Staying inside the dark green changes into something else. Soldiers are best at melee, hunters at best are range, and scouts just simply can't shoot. Okay, well, it looks like on the first turn we'll have to move our soldiers behind this little bit of cover first. Yeah, ranged attacks depend on line of sight and distance. The farther where we are, the less damage we do, and cover produces a bonus for the defender. So it looks like this person's fairly vulnerable. I mean, if we can get a shot off at him, we might be able to take him out with our trusty little musket guy over here. Yeah, combat rings indicate whether or not we have movement points left. The red ring indicates whether or not we have actions left. And well, let's just end the turn right here. See what they do. Yeah, they're not gonna hit us behind these boxes, although that shot may hit us. Okay, so far so good. It looks like if we put two of our troops directly opposite of one person, we'll be able to do a flanking attack, which does a little bit more damage. If we move past an enemy's adjacent tiles, they get a free attack on us. In addition, if we try to use ranged weapons, it'll also do the same thing. So we'll stay in this green area to be able to shoot freely. So we'll just kind of move over here, get a free, almost point-blank shot at this guy, and that should drop him by a few points. After that, let's move our pikemen over here. Hit him with that pike, and you'll notice that if we can still move this person, it'll be like a little blue border around them. If they used up all their actions, then it'll be simply a gray border. If we have combat moves, and in addition we have attack moves, it'll be this combination, this blue and red. Oh, that was actually quite a nice little shot there. Yeah, you'll see that since they're trying to move past us, we get a free hit on them, which is rather nice, and we do have a few different abilities here. If our people are injured, we can restore them with a doctor. However, we do not have a doctor at the moment. I believe the abilities are just down here, like the spot traps move and the tactical move over here. Let's focus on taking down this person right now. So let's get the musketmen to come over here. Fortunately, he misses. Let's get our troop here to just really pummel this guy. And that's one down, perfect. Let's get everybody else to move forward. So we're doing pretty well, but then again, this is the tutorial of the game, so it's not like we can lose horrifically badly, at least. Moving on, let's take out this guy. And she should be dead. There we go. Kapow! This guy's just not doing it. He's not hitting his targets anymore. We'll try that musket again, see if we can hit. Nope. I'm a little, I kind of want to try that flanking attack thing, but we're not really in a good location to try that, right? So I think I'll just pummel this guy to death with our melee weapons. Is it gonna hit this time? Nope. That guy's just having a really bad day with his little rifle thing over there. Woohoo! Flawless victory. There we go. So that's essentially the tactical battle inside this game. That's essentially how we fight individual battle encounters if we so choose to. It looks like the quartermaster compliments us on our abilities. He's actually rather impressed, and it looks like we have well, we have earned our command. Don't know what the heck that thing is, glowing all bright and all. But then again, this game is all about adventure, so maybe we'll find out later on. Well, returning to the palace, it looks like the governor is impressed with our ability. Let's see what else he says about us. He has, well, he's giving us an opportunity to serve the people of Santo Domingo. Well, let's tell him that our troops are at his service. As you may have surmised, several problems are enroached upon our control over this island. Most urgently, our supply lines to Santiago oh my god, you know, I'm not gonna try to pronounce these names. To Santiago in the north has been disrupted by native cult of pagans that we suspect is using some of the old ruins in the island. It looks like we will have to go and take our troops to take them out. The captain refuses to take his troops anywhere near those ruins in the event that they cannot, and in any event they cannot be spared. It looks like we will have to go over there and take them out. I see merit in his caution. Old ruins are halted by pagan cults, and there's no place for a Spanish soldier. What nonsense. Spanish soldiers are fearless. It looks like they're commanders who apparently cower at the smallest hint of risk. Take your people northeast to the ruins and see if I am not correct. We'll see what the situation looks like. We'll get there. Oh, it looks like as we leave the governor's office, we are met by a young woman in uniform. Captain Felix Batista, Isabella, at your service. I will take you to the docks in order to transfer your cargo into your position. Very well, lead the way. Okay, so I presume that we had to go down to the docks here, check out what we have, and go from there. Isabella leads you back to the docks where Umberto is jovially overseeing the final customs. So we meet again, sooner than I had expected, I must admit. So you met Isabella. She is the daughter of somebody who came over here with Columbus on the Santa Maria, so you might say that she's got a pioneer spirit in her blood. Let's see. Let's see what dialogue options we have here. I have no time for this. I need to pick up my cargo and leave on an errand for the governor. This is really none of my business, Umberto, and you really shouldn't talk to her like that when she's standing here. Let's ask her if she is following in her father's footsteps. My father was a great explorer with a powerful lust for adventure. He was not much of a military man, but I must don the uniform to walk a similar path as he did, and have done so without hesitation. Yes, well, perhaps that is another story for another time. I expect Captain Batista to be wanting to collect his cargo now. So it looks like we get most of our stuff back. We get some equipment to upgrade our stuff with, some rations to feed ourselves with, some medicine, and some valuables. It's all here, Captain. Whatever stuff of what, 1 week's rations, something. We asked him what happened to the other stuff that we had earlier. Well, it looks like the dock workers have taken some of our goods. I might have known not to trust my cargo in the hands of strangers. I do apologize, I should have kept an eye on them. Well, it's too late now, so it looks like we can't really do much about it. Of course, you may take 3 carts from the garrison, seeing as how somebody's contingent may be afraid to leave the confines of the town anyways. It looks like they can spare a dozen slaves from the docks to serve us on our incursions into the island. Well, it looks like we have an option to go with either paid servants or slaves. Depending on our cast of various different characters, such as our soldiers and other people. I'll show you guys that later on, but actually no, I can do it here. Yeah, character management, we can promote or equip different people. Yeah, we can do a lot of stuff like that. All of that good stuff. We'll take a look at that later on, but you'll see that some of these people, like I said, have traits, and one of the traits is racist, and another one of the traits is altruistic. So some of our cast may not want us to take slaves with us. I kind of went with a random cast of people, so I'll just make arrangements to get a few slaves, simply because they are obviously cheaper than people, or regular people. He nods off and hurries to get slaves, and Isabella steps forward again. We'll wait until she sleeps, or speaks. There, that's the word I was looking for. I hope you pardon my forwardness, but would you pardon me to join your expedition? Do you have experience in battle? I've trained for many hours, but no, I've never faced a real enemy. Well, what are your skills? What can you do to make yourself useful? I spent almost as much time here as I have in Santo Domingo. I know their culture. So it looks like, well, it looks like we have quite a useful interpreter here. So we'll ask her to go and sign up with us. So we'll get a few more people. Can we go down to the docks, see if we can find those slaves or whatever? No. Well, let's come over here and see what's up. Oh, this is the trading stall, I see, where we can sell a few things. Trading, it looks like we can only barter for various different goods. We'll just look for things in low supply and sell when things are in high supply. But right now we don't necessarily need anything, so let's take a look around the fort. Let's go to whatever this building is. A cathedral is still under construction. Well, I don't necessarily want to attend a sermon right now. I'd much rather come over here and listen to this guy's things. One of the soldiers steps out as we are leaving Santo Domingo. If you have a minute, Senor Batista, the captain would like to have one last word with you before you leave. We'll wait for him. Thank you for waiting. I don't know about the governor, what the governor has told you, but it looks like he has spent a lot of time in the jungle, and he was going to make sure that we knew what we were getting ourselves into before we head out there. Any advice you have, I will consider. There are many dangers on this island: savages, rebels, bandits, but the most dangerous foe is hunger. Be mindful of our food reserves. Each person in your expedition will need 1 ration every day, and nobody likes having to go hungry. Where can I stock up on rations? Well, the marketplace has some. There's a few markets out there, and it looks like some of the NATOs will be able to sell us food if we were able to convince them. We'll tell them that won't be a problem because our sword can be very very convincing. The old man frowns. Yes, well, don't get ahead of yourself. Well, you know, I don't know what that's supposed to say or even mean, so we'll just go with that. End event. Okay, so the first little bit here is done. I think I'll end off this video right here. In next episode, we will set out on into the brave new world and explore the vast riches it has. So I'll see you guys then. This is Pew Pew Choo Choo. Be sure to like and subscribe for those automated notifications whenever a new video comes out. Bye bye.